For nearly a decade, you've been asking Jason questions. But did anyone think to fact check this guy? This is the Audit Jason Show. Hello, everybody. My name is Jason Piercy, and this is the Audit Jason Show, where myself and the lovely and talented director, Joe, go through videos that we made about real estate like a decade ago and make fun of ourselves and highlight the things that we were right about, if we were, and really highlight the things that we effed up. And this one seems like it could be interesting. I don't watch it ahead of time. It's been like 10 years since I saw this. Marketing is powerful. Question what you see. This is the 25th episode of the original Ask Jason show. Are you ready for this, Director Joe? All right, let's see what we got. As soon as I can turn it on. On this episode, marketing is so powerful that it'll make you believe a lie. Like I'm the #1 realtor in the world. This real estate stuff is not easy. So send me your questions and I will answer them. This is the Ask Jason Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jason Piercy, and this is episode 24 of what? Thank you, Joe. It's so hard to find good help. I could have hired anybody. What is going on? What do you think? You're a big deal now? The title says 25. Director Joe did a Facebook Live video where he did some magic tricks, and now he thinks he's the star of the show. Are you ready? You're out of breath? Do you need a towel? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jason Piercy, and this is episode 24 of the Ask Jason Show. Can we do that again? I don't know why I did that. Sometimes stuff comes out. There's so much change today. Okay, I got it. This is like really everywhere. I had to pause this. So there is a new set. It's where we are right now. It looks really good, Joe. Like the color, it's very moody. It looks fantastic. My hair looks good. It looks way better than it does right now. And I like it. Also, I'm saying episode 24. This, as like you'll wherever it's gonna be, I don't know, says it's 25. We were looking for episode 24 when we filmed last week, and we could not find it anywhere. And I think it's because it is 25, and we hit it. And then when we went to do the next one, we probably just did 26. So the real missing episode is probably 25. So not that that matters. Let's just watch some more of the show. So much change. This is not the usual set. This is not the usual mug. This is the first ever Ask Jason show without my my Union Jack mug. And while I am a little bit sad, I still don't know where that mug went. This is also a very special mug. This J, where is it? This J stands for Joe, for Director Joe. There are literally, aside from me, only do you have that mug? In the world who have ever used this mug. They are Director Joe and his lovely wife, who I've actually never met. How have I never met your wife? How is this even possible? She's like the pokeroo. That's exactly right. Oh, you just missed her. Wait, that means that you are actually your wife. Yeah, you messed that up, bro. Some magic trick there. Anyway, so we have some change, different set. The table is cool. Joe actually refinished this table. This is so meta. Look at this. It's, oh man. Hold on now. I'm okay. So I picked this. I wanted a Baby Yoda, right? So it's a Baby Yoda mug, but I'm right-handed, so I drink like this. And you don't get to appreciate what the mug is, which is stupid. And then I realized, oh, it's because everybody is self-indulgent and egotistical, and they want to look at Baby Yoda. It's not performative. So you see how I just made me being performative the norm and made fun of everybody else and called them egotistical. But when you buy a mug, you buy it because you think it's cute, not because you want to flaunt it to everybody else that's cute. Regardless, Baby Yoda. Sorry. So meta. This is fun. I've got the cool mug. We've got this cool background because Joe's stuff is nice. And back is my fidget cube. I had it lost for a while, and a buddy of mine returned it. I didn't know that he had it, so it's amazing. So now I'm happy and less fidgety, more fidgety? I don't know. Either way, we already filmed episode 24, but it was terrible because I was very angry. I had had a bad day. We did a live video prior to it, and I wasn't a nice fellow in that video. And when we filmed it, it wasn't fun to watch. I liked it, and I said, I don't like that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I was not in a good mood. So we are refilming episode 24. You remember? I don't remember. Joe, I don't remember this. And Joe was like, oh, I remember. What was this?
You were having a bad day that day and you didn't like your energy.
Oh, I thought you were going to have more reference than that. You probably didn't hear him. He said, you were having a bad day and you didn't like your energy in the video. Joe's a Buddhist, right? Like, I'm not making fun. Like, he literally is. So, like, he's like the calm vibe of a conversation. He's like, you didn't like your energy that day. And I'm like, okay, bro. But like, I thought you were going to be able to tell me like more context so I could remember it. I'm supposed to remember the one day that I was in a bad mood. Could it have been, because this is about marketing and marketing can like tell you lies and stuff. Actually, maybe I will say whatever it was that I had said. Could it have been, because I know we did a video one time that got some complaints because I had pulled up an ad that talked about their performance of an office or a person or a brokerage, something like that. And it was quoting stats from like 3 years prior. Is that it might be, okay, I don't know, maybe we're wrong. Maybe something totally different. Either way, this is an audit, like, right? All right, let's see. On the fly at Director Joe's home, but I still want to deliver the same message. So the message was about what a waste of time that was. Honesty in your intent, but it was from your side, yours in the audience, the buyers, the sellers, your side of that marketing. So how you see things, what they mean, how to interpret it, and whether or not it's real when you read something. So there are rules around governed by the Canadian Real Estate Association, the Newfoundland Labrador Association of Realtors, and the Real Estate Trading Act about how we can market and advertise our properties and our services. So here's an example. About 6 years ago, I was on a real estate team. That team ranked globally #1 within its own brokerage. So a real estate brokerage is like Keller Williams, where I am, or Remax, or locally there's Hanlon, or Century 21, or Coldwell Banker, Exit Realty. They are all brokerages. So within that brokerage, which was called Realty Executives, we were the #1 team in the world. And it's a fairly big brokerage, so there was some accomplishment there. At that particular time, I was the #1 agent on that team. And when I say that, all I mean was in that 1 year, at that time, I sold more stuff than the other people on that team. So as the #1 agent on the #1 team in the world, I would have had grounds, based on the way the rules are for marketing and advertising, to state and cite this data to say that I was the #1 real estate agent in the world. It would have been true with the data that I cited. However, it's ludicrous. I'm nowhere near the #1 agent in the world, but the data would support it. Still true. Still nowhere near the #1 agent in the world. Not even close. Still very, very true.
#1 to me.
No, #1 to Joe. He did this. Okay, let's keep going. I love you. Based on the rules that say how you need to cite the things that you make claim to when advertising yourself or your services or your products. So the point of this story is that you need to dissect the stuff that you see. So when you see an ad from a realtor or a mortgage broker or a home inspector or a car, anything else in the world, take a look at what the ad says. Take a look at the fine print below. What is it citing as data? Like, this goes right back to the whole fake news thing. It's so easy to say things when there isn't somebody to call you on your foolishness. So yeah, there you go. Not the #1 agent in the world, but I could create an ad that would say it, and the ad would be accurate or true, but it's not. It's ridiculous and it's misleading. So there you go. That was the point of the angry ass Jason that you will never see. Joe, we now have 2 episodes in the vault. Angry Jason, and what was the other one? Poor quality Jason. The episode 10 and episode 24. So you know what? No, I go back. This is episode 25. You will never see episode 24. I think that's fair. The dog is shaking the camera. Joe has a dog, and now I'm dealing with this. I don't know. Marketing, it's so powerful. Joe does have a dog. If you were watching that, you probably saw me go, and then because Joe and I made eye contact because we both remembered his dog Gibson. He has another dog now who's wonderful. This is you could right. This is Ray. Ray is like deadly. I love Ray. I also very very much still love Gibson. And there's a painting of him here. And is it okay? Can we see a picture of Gibson? Can you? Yeah. Okay. This is Gibson. I love Gibson. So we made eye contact there and we were like, ah. And then I saw his face because he realized, oh, you're talking about Gibson. That's back then. And he emoted. And I instantly felt that he emoted. And then I was in this moment where I'm like, okay, I can't ignore what just happened with my dear friend that I love dearly about his recognition of this. And at the same time, I can't like toss the rest of this very important YouTube video out the window. So let's pause the thing and give a moment of silence to the wonderful Gibson, named after the guitar company, by the way, because Joe is a monstrous lead guitar player. Very, very true. And his fret hand, he's missing the tip of this finger. And it doesn't, no, it's not you're right. No, it's your, okay, it's the strumming picking hand. Yeah, much less impressive. Never mind. All right, let's get back to the show. How powerful good marketing is. It will make you feel emotions and think things that are actually not even real. That's why you need to pay attention and call people on their foolishness and don't accept things for face value because it's not always the case. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Episode 25 in the books at Director Joe's house with Director Joe's mug and Director Joe's dog shaking the camera. Until next time, stay classy, San Diego. Did you see that? That's 2 Will Ferrell references, like in a couple of episodes. No, the other one we did John C. Reilly, right? I got the J. I got the J mug. I got the J mug. Are you gonna edit that out? Are you gonna edit that out? Yeah. The Ask Jason show. That's like the most on key I've ever been in my life. It wasn't even very good. So I like that. Oh, do we have a post credit? On this episode, I'm wearing Director Joe's shirt. That's not my shirt. It's a blue. Anyway, stop. This is for another. This is for another time. Anyway, so 2 things. Oh, geez. Why do I do that? See, here's what happens in my head when I say things like 2 things, or there's 2 types of, or whatever. I instantly start to think of all of the other things that are not inside those 2 things, as though I've created this, like, the finality of set, like, of possibilities. And I can't say there's 2 things, because then I think of all the things that aren't those 2 things. A couple of things that I want to say about this. Why do I do this? Why does anybody like me? There's a couple of things about that episode I want to say. Firstly, it's only more true than it was then. Way more true. Way, way, way more true. And because maybe it's because I have a much deeper, involved, thorough, and experiential understanding of marketing in general, and advertising, and CTA, call to actions, and all these different things that I see how true it is. But marketing is a negotiation between whoever is presenting themselves to the market and the audience. That's all. It's a negotiation. That's what it is. And a negotiation is in my mind, is a lot like leadership. To be a good negotiator is being inherently a good leader. And to reference back to something that I learned when I was an Army cadet at 12 years old, growing up in the small town of Norman's Cove, Newfoundland in Trinity Bay, AOB2TO. It's true, I can't believe I remember that. The Canadian military defines leadership as the art of influencing human resources to accomplish a task in the manner desired by the leader. That's what marketing does. It's the art of letting the other side of your projection have your way. That's what marketing is. I want them to do something. I want them to feel good about it. I want them to feel like it's their idea. That's what leadership is. So that's the first of the couple of things. The second one is, as best I can tell, that episode could have been summed up in about 15 seconds by saying, don't believe everything you see. Because it's so true. And I gave examples of how marketing can be so misleading. Here's another one. This one gets me every time. I'm going to buy this car from this place instead of this car from this place because this one comes with free snow tires. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It does not. You bought the tires. It doesn't come with a better warranty for free. You bought the warranty. You buy all of the things. You're buying all of it. It's how it's wrapped up and assembled. That's why they sell you the home phone that you do not use. You don't even know the number. You don't even have a jack in your wall. You don't have a phone to plug into, but you buy it. You buy the home phone service in the bundle because it made Sports Center cheaper. And even though Dan's not there anymore, you still like watching Jay on right. That may or may not have been autobiographical. So yeah, the marketing will make you believe things that aren't objectively 100% accurate. And it'll also open the door to an otherwise very difficult conversation such that you will feel safe and seen and heard and not have your back up and be able to absorb really good advice when your gut instinct is to not let the bad salesperson in. So in real estate, I've changed my mind entirely about what real estate marketing is for. It is not to sell houses. That's not what any of our marketing does. This show, this is not to sell houses. It's to arm people with the ammunition they need to be able to fight the fight against the rest of the world that leads them and the people that they love to housing security and long-term financial stability. So marketing for me and for our sales team, which is now at EXP, the Ask team, is about finding ways that you'll hear what we have to say because we're trying to give to you and not take. And I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, Joe. I love you, Gibson. And I love you too, Ray. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.